Hello, welcome to the One Piece discussion. Thurman, this chapter was amazing. Thurman, are you alive?
Woo, woo, woo,
Okay.
woo. I am
Okay.
alive.
So here's something that I'm going to bring up that I guarantee you didn't know about because you don't remember things. You ready for this? You ready?
Lay it on me.
The cover, the cover story with the giant?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the giant, and his name is fucking, I'm not even, Stanson. And so I went and I One Piece wikied this motherfucker. That giant is the same giant do you remember the giant that they freed from the slave auction house when they met Rayleigh for the first time?
Yeah.
That's him. Same giant.
Oh my.
Yeah, so that giant is now part of the Straw Hat Fleet, apparently. Joined up with Harajin.
The new giant warrior pirates ship right.
I know, right? Which is hype. That's actually really hype because it was like semi thanks to the Straw Hats that he was freed. Obviously, it was mostly Rayleigh, but kind of Straw Hats.
They were there.
Luffy, yeah, we were there. We punched a fucking Celestial Dragon in the face. Don't forget, also, hashtag never forget the time where Usopp landed on one.
Never forget the time that Luffy let Usopp, we're not going to get into the Usopp versus, whatever. So.
All right, anyway, moving on to the chapter. We start off with a fucking crazy double.
Keep in mind, viewers, before we begin, I don't hate Usopp. Me and him had a love-hate relationship during the Dressrosa arc, but that's for another discussion video.
Because Thurman thinks that if you're down in a fucking black market area with someone who you're doing a plan with, and you completely forget about the existence of that person, he thinks that all of a sudden you're not going to panic. He thinks that you're going to be like, yeah, I'll keep doing this thing, even though I've literally forgotten like years and years of my memory of a certain person.
Nah, he still knew other people.
Yeah. He's talking just to clarify, audience. He's talking about the Dressrosa where Usopp ran away. Blah blah blah. Either way, moving on to the fucking actual chapter. So we have just them all be preparing shit that we've all seen before. Anything to talk about in the first double page spread, or it's really just kind of reiterating what we already know here.
We kind of got a better glimpse of how surrounded they really are for like the middle panel there.
We do have the Straw Hats are kind of being like sandwiched in between the fleet at Cacao Island and Smoothie's fleet, so it is going to be hard to escape for sure. Like they're definitely like even if they get off this island, I'm very curious how they're going to get away.
Yeah,
because as we've seen in this chapter, Oda has like very much shown, and this is what I like about this, right? Oda could have so easily written this so where like Peckham's comes out, fucking destroys everyone, but he actually it's a big mom's Yonko crew. So even like the grunts or the scrubs are, I wouldn't call them the scrubs, but some of them are nameless. Even they are doing good shit. Like they know hockey, they have devil fruits, they know skywalk. Like that's good shit. Like I love that he's not like making them go down easily. I love that.
Yeah, see, I was like that's kind of anticlimactic. We have Peckham saying, first of all, what a shitty disguise. Then we have like,
well, it's the same. It's a joke that Oda really loves. The same thing with the Soge King. He does this all the fucking time.
So it's just like,
don't forget the fake mustaches during the time skip.
Yeah, it was because I thought I was trying to figure out how they would be able to how Luffy would be able to get out, because I'm still kind of pissed. I'm still kind of upset that Katakuri didn't just let him go. I was kind of upset about that. But I would
have preferred that, sure.
But it's whatever. I'll take it with a grain of salt. But then they have they're trying to make Peckhams do something, and it's just like I don't like how Oda did this, to be honest. If I'm going to be a critic, because I feel like it could have. Maybe I'm just being a Katakuri fanboy. Who knows? Fucking sue me.
No, I'm a Katakuri fanboy too. Let's speak your mind, my good sir. What's your issue?
But it's just like I don't like how we have Peckham's just like, oh, Peckham's coming in, and he says, oh, I'm just gonna go into my moon form and distract you, and then do all that. Like I don't like that. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
What does that do with being a Katakuri fanboy?
Why? Because I wanted Katakuri to win and give and help Luffy escape. That would have been so great.
Yeah, I was hoping that I did have kind of this vision where Katakuri walking out of the mirror and being just I don't know, either either him being the one to fight off people while he escapes, or Katakuri walking around the mirror and being like giving a speech about how like he deserves to leave. Or I don't know. There's a lot of things he could
do. Yo, I literally had like a fucking thought. Like I was praying that Oda was trolling us, and Katakuri would walk out the mirror.
No, yeah, oh, absolutely. There was certainly a moment where when the mirror was like making noises, I was like, please, I would love it if it was Katakuri. Just walked out the mirror.
Like when
I'm never getting over Katakuri. You fucking troll me in the comments. I don't care. I'm never. It'll be Luffy will be giving Shanks the hat back, and I'll be like, that's cool, but where's Katakuri?
It's like when it was like, save me, there's a voice coming from the mirror. Isn't that Big Sis Brûlée? That she's been caught by the enemy. He's coming. Snipers, get ready. Then we see like Katakuri just walk out with Brûlée.
That'd be pretty amazing.
I was like, Oda, please troll us for once and give us Katakuri, but no.
What I do love, and I'm still hoping that I really am hoping that, because Oda has at this point jammed it in so deep that Pedro's dead. More than any other character, he's gotta be dead. Oda, please don't do this. Don't. You got it. He has to be dead.
The next arc, we see the first cover page. Pedro survived.
No. He has to be dead. If he's alive, there will be some fuckery. Pedro, be hell to pay.
Pedro miniseries in the cover photo. On the cover.
Pedro survives. He lost, I don't know, a limb.
Lost his memories.
Lost his other eye. Now he's just fucking blind like that one admiral I forget the name of. Untip my tongue. Meteor guy. Shit. No, okay. Damn it. Forgot his name. I feel like an idiot. Oh well. But anyway. So moving on, I feel like a fucking moron there. He does the thing about Pedro's the only one that can stop me. I think that's sweet. And again, like I think that like Peckham's wanting to help them makes sense for how much they've done. Because remember, Peckham's originally helped them because they saved, like, think about all the strides they've done. They saved Zoe. Now Peckham's, his best friend, started believing in him. Like all, Peckham's from like the side of the Big Mom Pirates is seeing all this shit, and like Straw Hats are good people. He's noticing Straw Hats are good people. Thurman,
my big issue is that I'm thinking of the long run. Like Peckham's is going to be fucked up anymore. Like it's just like the reason why I wanted Peckham's to stay not really much of it so as an enemy, but stay like under the radar when it comes to helping Luffy escape, because Peckham's is a decent character, and I would have preferred it because in the long run, once it's all said and done, Pedro can't go back to Big Mom Pirates. Once Big Mom wakes up and she realizes that Peckham's helped.
Peckham's? You said Pedro.
Yeah, once we realize that Peckham's helped them escape, Big Mom is coming for Peckham's.
Well, obviously, he's obviously not going to be part of the Big Mom Pirates anymore. Well, I think he's going to die. I got to be honest, because here's the thing: the only thing that we have going on right now, he said in Sulong, no one can stop it. Do you remember what happens if you can't get out of the Sulong form? You die.
Yeah. So
basically, what happens is if you keep the Sulong, if you can't control it, the Sulong form will just keep going, and then you'll just die from exhaustion. And if Pedro, that's what Carrot said, and if Pedro's actually gone, that means he's gonna. I think it's definitely true that his plan is to just die. He's pulling a Pedro, and to another person to just die while they escape, And
I would rather that than him stay alive and not be part of the Big Mom Pirates. To be honest, I may sound like an asshole, but
I don't understand your problem with it, man. Like I don't care. I just don't care about Peckham. Fucking Peckhams. Who fucking cares about Peckhams?
Right? It's just like I'm a softie, man. I'm a softie for real life people and fictional characters. Like I don't want Peckhams to be basically on the run from the Big Mom Pirates, because that's who he's basically been a part of. So at least him dying would I have closure for his future.
Well, you were talking about anticlimactic. I'm assuming you were angry about Peckham's not doing more, because I actually have a retort to that if you are.
I'm 50-50.
Well, here's how I'm going to tell you, right? So you see them going through the mirror, and he says, don't let that sacrifice go to waste, and I think that's nice and shit like that. What are you sending me here, David? Yes, and
Boy,
yeah,
we're talking about One Piece, not Promised Neverland.
I could have told you that, man. That was really random. All right.
Boy,
Anyway, so, but yeah, so you see them going through the mirror, and what I do want to talk about here, though, is like again, Peckham's getting beaten to me. I actually quite enjoy. I got to be honest, because you have to think about it this way, dude. If fucking Mount Dora last chapter, if he's gonna make the claim that Goldie Roger would be stopped by this army, the army cannot be scrubs. Okay.
well, that's not necessarily my issue, because one of the things, like I said, I'm 50-50 on it for a few reasons. One, because I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, it just shows how formidable the big man powers, even like the small fry, are. But the issue is Peckham's was hyping himself up, and like I was at least hoping he'd get like at least like 2 or 3 people
I
down
don't think
before
he's done, dude. like, I don't know if you can tell what happened, but like they took him down when he was in mid transformation. Done yet?
But basically what's happening is they're gonna gouge his eye out. And
Yeah,
they're
I know. They're
basically
gonna try to. Hold on, they're going to try to. Oda's not. Have you ever heard? There's a writing practice called Chekhov's gun. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I've never heard that before.
Okay, it's a metaphor basically. So basically, it's an example, right? So in writing, this is the example. Chekhov's gun. If you are writing a story and in Act 1 you hang a gun on the wall, that gun has to be used before the story's over. If you mention the fact that there's a gun hanging on the wall in the story, it has to be used. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you mention something in a story, like if there's a specific panel that says this thing is a thing, and then it isn't used or it isn't mentioned again, that means that was wasted writing. That's bad writing. You see?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Oda's not a bad writer. So to give you an example, back in the Zoar, I don't know if you remember this, when they were leaving for the Big Mom Pirates, and Pedro, one of the reasons Pedro wanted to come was because he said, I need to go with Peckham's. I can't I don't remember the exact wording, but he said like I have to go with Peckham's. Like I need to be there to handle certain things, right? That was Oda all the way back then, foreshadowing the fact that he's the only person that could calm him down from Sulong.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Like Oda foreshadowed that. Oda is the king of that shit. The king of it. When Oda mentions shit, it doesn't matter how long it takes, it will happen. You know, you can agree with this, right? The motherfucker showed Rayleigh in Buggy's flashback in like the first fucking arc. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so here's what I'm honestly thinking is going to happen with this. Okay, I think that they were going to try to gouge his eyes out, and then I think that this, the Germa showing up are going to distract them, or the Germa are going to kick the people trying to gouge his eyes off or eyes out off of him, and then it'll be Germa plus Sulong, Peckhams, and all that shit versus all the Big Mom Pirates. So I don't think that you should judge immediately and be like, "Oh, I'm disappointed. He didn't do much." Because I think that it's best of both worlds, right? So Oda showed us that the Big Mom Pirates are smart. They did not let him transform. That was amazing to me. I was like, oh my gosh. They didn't just stand there and let him transform. They were like, he's going fucking Sulong, get him. Like I would do the same fucking thing. Are you kidding me? Because you got to remember, there are a lot of minks in the Big Mom Pirates. They know what Sulong is.
Oh, I forgot. We're not watching. We're not reading Dragon Ball Z where the enemies let you.
Yeah, it's not some Vegeta Cell shit. Okay.
I knew that was a joke, but
I like that a lot. And again, like I think that Oda does a great job at showing the fact that the Big Mom Pirates are not pushovers. And let's be honest here, you're talking about Peckham's hyping up himself. That was a couple pages. You know how long Oda's been hyping up this fucking army? You know how long this fucking army outside the fucking mirror has been hyped up? With Oven being like, oh, all of us are standing here. Oh, and like, you know how many times they've been like, oh, isn't that a bit overkill? We sent everyone in our entire fleet here to guard one person. That's fucking crazy. And then you have Mount Dora. Oh man, even if it was Roger, he wouldn't even be able to escape. Like that is way more hype than the 2 pages of hype that Peckham's got.
It is. It's just.
Dude, you know how pissed you're in a no-win situation. You would have been just as pissed if Peckham's was like easily taking out people.
Well, yeah, I think I'm in. What is that argument called? I forgot.
Devil's advocate.
No, not devil's advocate. Something else. I forgot. I forgot it. But yeah. I'm just gonna take it with a grain of salt here.
I still think we're gonna see him. I don't think that we're not gonna see. I think that we're gonna see him fighting it still. I think Germa's gonna.
I just may sound mean, but I really hope he does.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Not like I hate him so much. I want him to die. But as in, if he doesn't die, then I don't know. I just hope.
Yeah, dude, I got you. Now
he's gonna die either way. To be honest.
Here's something I want to bring up as well. Does Oven have vision?
I think that's just him being upset. Or
no, actually, look.
Maybe, yeah. I think it's part of his Nen ability where he can just like.
Did you say Nen ability? What the fuck? Thurman, are you high right now?
I had to interject there. What the fuck, Thurman? Put down the bowl and get back to reality here, buddy.
I read the Hunter x Hunter chapter today, so Hunter x Hunter was still on my mind. Sorry.
His Nen ability, you piece of shit.
Okay. You know how hard it is if you read a lot of Jump manga and there's too many good Jump mangas in one day, you get them confused. All right?
I get you. But here's you ready for my theory on Oven?
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be awakened.
You think so?
Because awakened is what? Look at what a Katakuri was able to do because he's awakened. You remember Galactic Donuts? He's making mochi outside. That's awakened. He was able to like make the floor and other shit awaken. He just looked at this fucking gun and it was fucking. It's caught on fire. I think he's awakened.
So you think that's a part of his awakening? Well,
I think I'm gonna guess that a large chunk of the Big Mom pirates are awakened. They're fucking. You gotta remember, people are so underestimating the Big Mom pirates, man. Everyone's under the term I've heard before. I've never used it before, but I've heard it in many streams. People be sleeping on them, as they say.
People be sleep.
You're sleeping on them. Is that a term?
Yeah, it's a black term. It's a man term. Okay,
well that's just it's the King of Lightning streams. I'm trying to mimic the glorious lingo.
Welcome to the Black family, Red.
I'm glad
you'll be right at home.
It's an honor. No, but then I'm gonna fucking go right in there. Motherfuckers be sleeping on the Big Mom pirates. That pisses me off.
See, I don't sleep on the Big Mom pirates because I know how OP they are.
They're the Yonko's crew, man. If they weren't this powerful, I'd be pissed.
It's just I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I'm gonna pull you, Red. Dude. The reason why
I'm getting more black and you're getting more white.
The reason why I feel like people could be sleeping on them is because of how Oda's kind of like because if you remember from past arcs, like we've had like a definitive like each character, like we have each person of the crew fighting one character, and we know how strong like each person in the arc is. Like let's take like CP9 for example. We know like Zoro's fighting what's his name? We saw Luffy fighting. We saw everyone fighting someone respectively, and then we have like some people fighting like fodder or whatever, or trying to do a specific goal. We have like, and let's take the Bark for the same thing, except like we see like the crew just fighting oars, and then Luffy fighting. It's something like that. But in this arc, it's not really much of that. We see Luffy. We saw Luffy fighting Katakuri by himself. But then, like most of this arc has been just trying to get away. We haven't seen like a definitive. Oh, we're trying to fight. The difference between this arc and other arcs is they're they're not trying to get away. They're trying to beat.
Well, I think that the reason that they're just trying to get away is even you gotta remember, even Luffy knows he's not a match for actual Big Mom. You remember that? Do you remember when they were running away from Big Mom, and then Big Mom did some shit, and Luffy had a scared face? And remember, that blew my fucking mind. I was like, is that a scared face from Luffy? You don't get that a lot.
So it's and that's one of the main reasons why I feel like people are, because we haven't seen much per se from the Big Mom like we've probably seen from like other arcs like CP9, from Crocodile and his crew, and like from Philip Bark. and stuff like that. It's mostly just trying to get in, save Sanji, get out with like a few fights here and there.
I think people have to remember that this was mainly from the very beginning. Luffy said that this was a get in, get Sanji, get out operation. It's always been get in, get him, and run. You know, Luffy only fucking fought Katakuri because he was like, you know, he's the selfish kind of main character where he's like remember when in Hunter x Hunter during Greed Island when they had a plan to take down the bomber Genthru in Greed Island.
Yeah.
And then the plan was to just do that whole crush him with a rock plan immediately. But Gon was like, "I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to be selfish," and he wanted to like try fighting him first. It was the same thing Luffy just did.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like people are sleeping on the Big Mom Pirates because of that. But at the same time, you got to realize like power levels in One Piece are actually accurate. We're not in Bleach or Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Or Naruto. Power levels actually matter here.
Mm-hmm. And I think that I don't know. People need to to me. I think, and we'll move on with the chapter here, but like I think that Oda has done a great job at like making even the fodder of the Big Mom Pirates feel menacing here. Because like, okay, so you have them, you know, you have two people try to fucking hit Luffy. He jumps, and then let's just talk about this panel. We have to talk about this. So this guy, right? I like this. This guy's named Raisin, the guy with the sword that tries to hit him and hit Luffy in midair. This guy looks cool. I like him. What were your thoughts on his before getting to Sanji fucking kicking him right in the face? Thoughts on his design?
He looks I thought he was kind of like a clown like Pennywise the clown kind of thing when I first saw him. Like a character who likes to cut for some like who's obsessed with cutting stuff.
And notice too, like you can see as well that like his sword, at least the way I'm looking at it, unless his sword is just naturally black, it looks like I'm assuming he's putting Armament Haki on it.
Let me see.
Unless it's just black.
Possibly, because I don't know, because the section scan it still looks black there.
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt if he knew how to do Armament Haki like that, but it doesn't seem like he was doing it there.
Right. Now let's just talk about...
You have to remember, like, oh, well, actually, no, that's not true. Even with, you still, because Luffy can use Haki, but I was going to say, like, even with, like, out Haki, a sword, like, something with, like, a sharp edge could still cut rubber, but Luffy has Armament Haki, so.
Well, yeah, if he didn't use Armament, yeah. Now, so here's something. Let's just talk about this panel with Sanji. Oh, my gosh. So good.
I knew it.
I did too. I totally did too, but like it didn't make it any less awesome. Like this panel's fucking amazing.
But I feel like Red is going to love this panel.
Oh gosh.
I have a feeling.
It's just so good, man. And I love this interaction, this fucking interaction between them two, where he's just like, "So you won, huh? Yep, that's my captain for you." I'm like, oh.
Can we come back to that time and just appreciate Sanji's legs real quick? No homo.
Dude.
I'm bringing them back, ladies and gentlemen.
Thurman.
I'm bringing them back.
Thurman wants to, I think, Thurman, remember that post you did on Facebook a couple days back where you were like, I got to disprove everyone thinking I'm bi. I don't know where this keeps coming from.
Nah, man. Nah, you can appreciate body parts of a person.
You can appreciate a man's legs without being bi.
I'm appreciating Sanji's god tier legs. You can do that.
David, you have a thought on this?
There is no ulterior motive whatsoever.
David, you alive there, or did you walk out?
Okay. You're appreciating his god tier legs. Sounds kind of bi to me. I don't have a problem with it, but it's 2018, man. You can come out of the closet. You can still like the puss. That's part of being bi.
Yeah, exactly, man. So it's okay. We're here for you.
Nah, I'm just saying. I'm just appreciating how well this man's legs are.
What would you do with those legs? What would you do with them?
You can walk. I'll probably hang them up. Just hang up on my wall. Hang those legs up on my wall.
That's weird.
So he's a psychopath.
Now it's gotten weird. Okay, moving on. Now, let's talk about. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for the Red called it section of this discussion? Thurman?
Yeah, but I was gonna be like, "Oh, Red's gonna say it again."
Do you remember? Do you remember our last discussion, Thurman? Did you remember what I called?
Yep.
You did. You really did.
Mm-hmm.
Where I said, where I was like, Sanji could go in there, grab Luffy, and moonwalk away. But since it's a Yonko's crew, I bet you at least a handful of them know moonwalk. Did I say that?
Yep. I knew it. I was like, I called that. Oh, Red called that.
That was sexy. That panel, that was sexy as fuck to me, because that was like one of the, like, I gotta be honest, I'm not usually like amazing at calling stuff. I mean, maybe I am. I don't know. Because Thurman told me I called something. What did I call it in My Hero Academia? The fucking generational thing where like the kids get stronger or whatever.
Yeah.
But like this one was so perfect because like it was literally like exactly how I said it. Where I was like a handful of people using moonwalk.
But Sanji calls it skywalk. He calls it his skywalk for his very own purposes. But
same difference. I mean, whatever, dude. It's the same thing. It's one of the Rokishi styles, but like again, we're seeing this where it's like nameless. I mean, I know we know that some of them are the quintuplets and blah blah, but it's like nameless motherfuckers. Like that's I like that Oda's doing that. That's the level we're at right now. We're at the level now where fucking grunts are like as powerful as like CP9 was.
See, my hope is like, and that's like a continuation. My hope is that Oda kind of like makes Skywalk like
the reg,
like Sanji like perfects Skywalk, and he becomes like stronger. Like I want him to have like a boosted version of Skywalk.
I'm sure he'll get faster.
Because I feel like Oda wouldn't give Sanji his own like name for a move already if he wasn't gonna like perfect it, you know. So
it might just be it could just be a translation thing.
Possibly, but I really would like to see Sanji like perfect Skywalk and to be like he can like walk on clouds or something. Oh, it'd be cool. But,
I mean, yeah, I think it would just be a matter of speed, honestly. But like, okay, can you just appreciate with me the fact that like fucking grunts are using this shit that used to be like a big deal?
I like this line too. Anyone can use something as simple as moonwalk.
Yeah. Like I love shit like that in shonen anime, right? Because it's the progression of power. Like what used to be a huge deal is now like grunt shit. I love that. That's the best. And like again, Sanji, like, and I gotta be honest here, Sanji, you know, he kind of failed with a plan here. Like he didn't really have a fucking plan. His plan was to jump in and grab him and leave. Like Sanji, man, he really underthought that. Sanji was too busy. No, Sanji was too busy fucking making out with Pudding, coming up with a plan. He's thinking with his dick.
I mean, he doesn't remember that though. So,
well, that's our theory. That that's why he doesn't have a plan, because he fucking made out with Pudding and then got his mind wiped, and he was like, "Oh shit, is it 1 o'clock already?"
Was it a makeout or just a peck?
Or I mean, King of Lightning's theory, maybe they fucked, but Oda just show it.
So they had
King of Lightning was literally like, "There's 2 options here. There's 3 options. 1, she wants him to quit smoking. 2, they kissed. 3, they're doing the nasty."
It's obviously option 3.
Yeah.
So they had a quickie. Then Sanji quickly put his pants on.
He had in the fucking alley.
Then Pudding erased his memory of that fucking, and then walked away.
No, yeah. Now no one can tell me I'm not a virgin.
all in the span of like how many minutes? Like 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, dude.
That must mean that Sanji's quick shot.
No,
yeah,
bro.
That's trash tier dick game there.
Hold on, you can't deny that it's extraneous circumstances.
A man.
He willed. No, man. He willed it. He willed his dick to come quicker because he knew Luffy was coming.
He used hockey to come quicker.
New headcanon.
No, oh my god. I can't. I'm dying. Dude, could you arm in a hockey your dick?
He used arm.
Oh my fucking god!
Does Pudding know a hockey? I don't know. What if she arm in a hockey her vajayjay?
What would that accomplish? That'd be horrible.
They had arm in hockey sex.
Wait, hold on. What would that accomplish? Though? Like that would like dicks are supposed to be hard. Vaginas are not supposed to be hard.
But maybe the sensation made him come quicker.
You realize if she arm in hockeyed her vagina, that would be like fucking a rock, like a hole in a rock.
I mean, it'd be a boulder fucking a rock.
Yeah, if someone hasn't done a fucking hentai, a One Piece hentai, where someone arm and hockey's their dick, I'd be disappointed. Get on that, people.
If you're still here by end of discussion, welcome to Planet Unity.
Yeah, if you're here, this is the time where I say, if you're still here, you're channel. If you like this stuff, you're perfect for this channel. Hit that subscribe button. All right, that's what we do, baby. That's what we do. Check out our earlier ones where we talk about the complexities of Chopper's potential sex life and how that'd be a little weird.
That might be a potential future discussion video by itself.
We're not doing a separate video on Chopper's sex life.
Yes, we will.
No, not worth it.
We'll have a chart and everything.
A chart? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. The chart would be Chopper. Chopper equals. Yeah, Chopper is. It's like a Venn diagram, right? Chopper is deer with human attributes given to him by devil fruit. Mink is its own species. Chopper cannot fuck other deer because Chopper is sentient, human, intelligent deer, so it would be like a human still fucking a deer. So that's kind of bestiality. Chopper cannot fuck a mink because it's interspecies shit, so that's almost like bestiality. There's no winning with Chopper. He can't fuck anything. He's screwed himself. That's my logic.
That's what the carrot Chopper ship is for.
No, that can't work. He's a bunny. No, here's the thing. Well, because King Lightning brought it up, right? Remember that part where Chopper was like going all hard eyes for that deer mink?
Mm-hmm.
King Lightning was like that can't happen because he's a real reindeer and she's a deer mink. The fucking devil fruit didn't change his semen, man. Like Chopper's still, it'd be pure 100% reindeer semen. So it would still be an animal fucking a mink. So King Lightning was like, I shudder to think what that baby would look like. It would be a kill me baby, like kill me, I'm dying. Oh.
That's why we have that's why the Germans are making the portable semen tank.
Apparently that's it. Look it up. There's a switch. Anyway, don't look it up. It's a thing. But yeah, moving on with the chapter. Good shit. See, this is how we find our niche, David. The people that like this stay. Okay, so fucking again, people skywalking, good shit. Let's talk about the guy gouging out his eyes thing. That is surprisingly dark for One Piece, and I love it. Armin,
I told you.
Oh, I think that's dark as shit. Like, because they're trying to gouge his eyes out. I mean, that makes sense. Fucked up, but it makes sense. I like it. Now,
see, I thought they were just cutting him in half right there. That panel right there.
What?
Look at him.
I see. No, I think they're certainly doing some fucked up shit. I'll be curious to see how he's doing. Now, here's something we have to talk about. This is a random inclusion. I'm curious what this guy's power is. Like, okay, so like, look on page. Go to the. Are you still on the page where they're gouging his eyes out?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the guy in like the very middle panel. There's the guy with the stick and then the little like ball at the end. Tiny little ball, right? You see that?
Let me go back.
It's the gouge out panel.
Yeah. The one who said do something as simple as moonwalk.
Yeah. You see how the ball at the end is small, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you go to the next page, it gets fucking huge.
I think that might be. I don't think that's a devil fruit. I think that's
no. I don't either. You know what it reminds me of, actually? Have you ever watched glass blowing? Hello?
Well, this is awkward, isn't it? Did he drop?
Did he drop? I mean, that's fine. I'm assuming you can edit it out if it need be.
So I'm going to need somebody to forward me some of that One Piece armament hockey hentai.
I don't think I said it should be a thing. I don't think it is a thing.
It needs to be a thing if it isn't a thing. God damn it. It really does.
Yeah. Did he actually drop? Oh, someone probably called him.
No one called me. Just kicked me out as usual.
Oh, okay. That's
well,
probably not.
At least we kept it interesting.
Yeah, we don't need to cut anything. Check the group chat. That's glass blowing. See it?
Okay.
Hey, David. live edit that woman blowing into a glass. Anyway, while he's doing that.
Oh, like the heat thing.
Well, I'm not sure if it's heat related, but like basically it just reminded me of like it reminded me of what glass blowing looks like, where it's like a thing with like a little inflate thing at the end, and then you inflate it by blowing air into it, you know? So it almost looked to me, it looked like he or she, I don't know what the fuck gender that thing is. He blew, it looks like I assume he somehow inflates that and then covers it in arm and hockey. That's what it looks like.
Like a balloon type thing.
Yeah. And that would make sense too, because like a balloon, because that makes sense too, because a balloon by itself wouldn't hurt, but it would be really portable. So like if you took that, if you had a balloon at the end and you blew it up really big and then covered it in armored hockey, that'd be a devastating weapon.
See, and I like that it's not like a sword or gun.
Oda's creativity, man, he's so creative.
Yeah, me personally, I think guns and swords are overrated weapons in fiction, to be honest.
They're just getting overplayed, yeah. And if you do have someone that uses guns and swords, they have to use them in creative ways, like Zoro.
Yeah, like a gunblade or Haru Glory's like Ten Commandment sword.
Or three like sword style, the way Zoro uses it. I don't mind him.
Sword style, like something like, or like Ikki Korrigan's blade steel, like something like that. But it's just like regular guns and swords is just kind of like overplayed in fiction at this point.
Yeah,
so I'm really happy.
Yeah, no, because you know what this reminds me of? Remember how Virgo would literally fight with bamboo sticks?
Yeah,
he had a fucking bamboo stick, and he coated it in armored hockey. You know, like anything, you can turn anything into a fucking weapon with armored hockey.
Using spoons,
probably. I wouldn't be surprised. David, did you put that glass blowing up?
Oda.
That's what it reminded me of. Anyway. So yeah, they beat them. They knock them down, and now okay. So before we talk about the explosion, I have a question for you, Thurman.
Lay it on me.
All right. So you were talking about being disappointed about the Peckham shit. You want to know what I was? I had something I was disappointed in, but it wasn't about Peckham. I think I was disappointed more in Sanji's lack of a plan. I don't understand what he thought he was going to accomplish by fucking charging in there. Like normally, he's always been the tactician. Think about what he did with the Mr. Prince shit in Alabasta. I don't understand what he thought he was accomplishing by just fucking charging in there. That kind of bothered me.
I think that's partly Pudding's fault per se.
So like he was truly was just thinking with his out his head.
Yeah, I think after all, I
love that.
I think after all the sex, his brain, his tactician side was kind of, after you had some bomb sex, you're kind of like woozy or tired or whatever. I think that's what Sanji's going through right now.
That's hilarious. Can this be on his respect thread now? Like when people are fucking like arguing for Sanji, like Sanji outran the Big Mom army for a good long time after sex. After the largest nut he's ever had.
The quickest nut he's ever had.
Yeah, you had to. Sometimes it has to be done. See, either a quick nut or a no nut, you know? Now, this explosion, fucking huge, by the way.
So, what got me was with the explosion. I know what it was now, but my first thought wasn't what we got.
Oh, I'll tell you what my first thought was. It was very obscure, but you tell me yours first.
See, the thing is, though, my mind wasn't. I'm not gonna say it until we get to the panel. But
what do you think? No, I want to know what you thought the explosion was when you first saw it.
At first, I thought it was like something to do with like Big Mom or like Veggie, or something.
I did too, actually. But can I tell you what I thought it was?
Yeah.
Remember how they said they were going towards Liquor Island?
Yeah.
You know how alcohol is really flammable?
Yeah.
And you know how they're being chased by a giant fireball right now?
Yeah.
I thought that they just got too close to Liquor Island and it fucking blew up. I gotta be honest. I was like, damn.
I thought
you're not on the liquor.
I thought it was
David. You're playing into what Noble wants to stereotype you as.
Yeah, fuck it.
Go ahead, Thurman.
He says that now until later on he gets upset.
Oh shit, the shade. No arguing during a One Piece talk. Come on, please.
Fuck out of here, Thurman.
Okay, Thurman, what are you gonna say?
So because it was either the Veggie Big Mom thing, or I thought it was like this. This reminded me of when Neptune's like thing blew up on the side of the cake.
Oh, the tobacco.
Yeah, this explosion immediately made me reminded me of the time that the cake blew up. Hulk blew, but I thought it was something similar to that. But I don't know what it was. I thought it was just like a third party just blowing stuff up to distract vampires. I know it's very, very obscure, but as soon as I saw this explosion, I immediately went back to when the side of the whole Cake Island exploded. So I thought it was something very, very obscure like that.
Now, see, so we find out that it's Germa. So they finally showed up. And what I want to bring up, and I really, really like this too, is like I think that it makes sense, right? Because you got to remember, Germa, they have a whole army. Like they have their clone army too, like fucking clone trooper style, fucking like Star Wars style. You know, they just got a fucking bunch of clones. Although they're probably more useful than the fucking clone troopers.
Facts.
Now, but like, so to me, and you have to remember too, they're not scrubs. The Germa at one point conquered the entirety of the North Blue by themselves, like just their army. Remember that?
Yeah. So that's actually very impressive, really.
Yeah. So I think we should keep that in mind. I think that's gonna show, because remember that was kind of what fucking Mount Dora kept saying, like, oh man, you know, we've got our whole fleet there. Roger couldn't escape, right? So like I think that as they say that, like we needed with all that hype, the only acceptable way to get out of this would to have another army, you know,
another hype. One way to kill one hype is to get another hype that's even better than the first hype.
It's kind of like we got a little mini war going on right now. It's like literally army v army right now. Pretty big shit going on right now. Like think about like the scale of the shit that's happening right now. It's pretty fucking big.
We can just name this part One Piece, the Hype Wars edition. Hype versus hype.
Now, what I love too is I'm so bad at remembering their names. I think it's Ichiji. There's Ichiji, Niji, Yonji, and Reiju.
Reiju.
The one in the front is fucking. His hands are just covered in blood. Like, what the fuck was he just doing? He just like grab a motherfucker.
I literally thought that he just crushed somebody's head.
I'm gonna guess he did something fucked up.
So it's just. Yeah. I'm considering putting this one panel as my wallpaper.
The German one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I was going to use any, it'd be the Sanji kicking the motherfucker. Also, did you notice that Luffy's asleep?
Yeah. I love that part.
He's got the bubble.
I love that. Luffy didn't sleep.
Dude, he sleeps
after
through everything.
A fight, you gotta go to sleep.
Of course, man. Dude, Katakuri better fucking. I need him back. He's got to do something. Give it.
Oh my goodness!
Give it to me.
Give him that mochi dick.
Yeah, dude. Give both of us that mochi dick.
So
he's an awakened fruit user. He could make a fucking giant mochi dick and fuck us both at once.
So Red, when I'm in Michigan,
no laugh at that. Fuck you.
So Red, here's what I'm gonna do when I'm in Michigan, right? So I'm gonna hire someone to dress up.
Oh no.
As Katakuri. And then I want them.
No, it's getting weird. Now you're pushing it too far. Now you're talking about getting like a fucking like. I'm assuming you're hiring a man to fuck us dressed as Katakuri. Is that what you're saying?
With mochi dick.
Thurman, no. Stop it. We've officially gone too far.
I haven't gone far enough.
Okay, man. If you want to be reamed like Katakuri.
Feel free to roast him for whatever he just said in the comments.
Holy shit! I mean,
you can't roast what's already been roasted.
If you like this, subscribe. If you don't, feel free to unsubscribe. We'll be curious to see what happens. I really hope you understand. Please enjoy this weird ass humor, please. Also, holy shit! Can we just notice the one? Okay, the number 2, right? I'm gonna refer to them as their numbers because fuck names. Number 2, look at his hair. Really, just look at that hair. He
reminds me of that one character from Beasley Boat.
gosh. Yes.
Himajara.
Okay, so predictions then.
I predict a badass war. And since One Piece isn't on break next week, we about to motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I'm assuming we'll see. I mean, this is kind of Oda's time to show Germa action. You know, Germa's been getting, you know, the fucking rod, this entire fucking the shaft, if you will, this entire arc. So it's time.
But Red, do you want my Katakuri fanboy prediction?
Sure.
Okay, so my prediction is Katakuri is gonna pull a Shanks, and the war is gonna go on. Then Katakuri is gonna wake up, walk out, and just yell, "This war is over."
That'd be pretty fucking amazing. That'd be fucking amazing. Oh my gosh. Yo, can you imagine? I don't even know if that's feasible. I suppose. Well, because like I could see him stopping the Big Mom pirates because you know he's their number two. You know, that'd be like if Marco. I think even at fucking Marineford, Marco was like giving the orders for everyone to fall back after Whitebeard died.
Yeah.
So I feel like he probably could give orders. I don't know, that'd be amazing. And maybe I guess people would be so shocked by his mouth. Like I want him to come out and for everyone to like see his mouth and shit. Like for him to like show everyone his mouth.
Oh man! See that would be one of the great factors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, because we got to have this war, you know, this fucking scuffle, whatever the fuck happens here, and we also have to see Big Mom finally eat that fucking cake. And yeah. Other than that, it's just that's basically we're in one of those chapters right now where it's just like this is the apex. Everything's turning now, you know, and which really we have a bunch of fighting left, and then Big Mom eating the cake, and then the arc ending. Now here's the questions we need to have answered before this arc can end, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're still in a weird position. Like, how are they going to leave? Because Big Mom has been hyped up as someone that would chase you to the ends of the earth, right? So like, I don't see Big Mom I'd be pissed if Big Mom just let them leave. And we also had Big Mom say that she'd fucking go out and kill Zeph if Sanji left. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's got to be some sort of closure here with like that. So I'll be curious.
I feel like the Germa is gonna at least like I feel like his dad's gonna give Sanji the word that he's gonna protect Jeff. I could see that happening as like a final like, you know, apology for his mistreatment as a kid. You know, like I'll protect the one who treats you like a father should.
Ooh, I like that theory. It'd be cool. I could see that. The Germa just we can spare like a bunch of clone soldiers out there.
Because I mean, it's just
we'll do it in shifts. I'll have one. Yeah, all right, Ichiji, you protect this restaurant for the next week, and then I'll protect it.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting to see.
Who knows? I feel like that'd piss them off, but who knows? We'll see. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah. Thanks, Unitarians.
Whatever the fuck you want to be called, you tell us. Once we have enough consensus. Oh gosh. Bye.